Ezra 1. And in the first year of Cyrus, sovereign of Persia, that the word of Yahweh by the mouth of Jeremiah might be accomplished, Yahweh stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, sovereign of Persia, to proclaim throughout all the kingdom and also in writing, saying, Thus says Cyrus, sovereign of Persia, Yahweh, Elohim of the heavens, has given me all the kingdoms of the earth. And he has commanded me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Who is among you of all his people? His Elohim be with him. And let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of Yahweh, Elohim of Israel. He is Elohim, which is in Jerusalem. And wherever is left from all the places where he saunders, let the men of his place help him with silver and gold, with goods and livestock, besides the voluntary offerings of the house of Elohim, which is in Jerusalem. And the heads of the fathers' houses of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests, and the Levites, with all those whose spirits Elohim has stirred, rose up to go up and build the house of Yahweh, which is in Jerusalem. And all those round about them strengthened their hands with objects of silver and gold, with goods and livestock, and with valuables, besides all that was voluntary offered. And sovereign Cyrus brought out the utensils of the house of Yahweh, which Nebuchadnezzar had taken from Jerusalem, and put in the house of his mighty ones. And Cyrus, sovereign of Persia, brought them out of the hand of Mithridates, the treasurer, and counted them out to Sheshbazzar, the leader of Judah. And this was their number: 30 gold dishes, 1,000 silver dishes, 29 knives, 30 gold basins, necks, 410 silver basins, 1,000 other utensils. All the utensils of gold and silver were 5,400. Sheshbazzar took all of them with the exiles who were brought from Babel to Jerusalem. All right, so right here we get off the rip that sovereign Cyrus, God came upon him and said, "Look, we're gonna fulfill what was written. You about to bring my people back to this house, back to Jerusalem, back in Judah, and they're gonna build me a house. They're gonna build me a temple. They're gonna build my house in the name of Elohim." Amen. Amen. Chapter 2. And these are the sons of the province who came back from the captivity of the exile, from Nebuchadnezzar, the sovereign of Babel, had exiled to Babel, and who returned to Jerusalem and Judah, each to his own city, who came with Zerubbabel, Yeshua, Nehemiah, Sariah, Reeliah, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mispar, Bigwai, Rehum, Beaniah, Benai, the number of men of the people of Israel, sons of Perush, 2,172, sons of Sippathiah, 372, sons of Arah, 775, sons of Path Moab, of the sons of Yeshua and Joab, 2,812, sons of Elam, 1,254, sons of Zatu, 945, sons of Zakai, 760, sons of Banim, 642, sons of Bebai, 623, sons of Asgad, 1,222, sons of Adoniam, 666, sons of Bigwai, 2,056, sons of Adin, 454, Sons of Ater of Hezekiah, 98. Sons of Besai, 323. Sons of Uriah, 112. Sons of Hashum, 223. Sons of Gebar, 95. Sons of Bethlehem, 123. Men of Netopha, 56. Men of Ananoth, 128. Sons of Asmaweth, 42. Sons of Kiriath Arim, Kippara, and Beeroth, 743. Sons of Ramah and Gibeah, 621. Men of Michmas, 122. Men of Bethel and Ai, 223. Sons of Nibal, 52. Sons of Magbish, 156. Sons of the other Elam, 1,254. Sons of Harim, 320. Sons of Lod, Adid, and Ono, 725. Sons of Jericho, 335. Sons of Sinai, 3,630. The priests, sons of Jediah of the house Yeshua, 973. Sons of Emir, 1,052. Sons of Pashur, 1,247. Sons of Harim, 1,017. The Levite, son of Yeshua, and Guadamiel of the sons of Hodiah, 74. The singers, sons of Ashpha, 128. Sons of the gatekeepers, sons of Shalom, sons of Atir, sons of Talmon, sons of Akub, sons of Hetida, sons of Shabai, 139 in all. The Nethanim, sons of Tishia, sons of Hashpua, sons of Tobiath, sons of Korus, sons of Sheiah, sons of Padum, sons of Lebanon, sons of Hagbai, sons of Akub, sons of Hagab, sons of Shamli, sons of Hanan, sons of Gibel, sons of Gahar, sons of Reiah, sons of Restim, sons of Nequara, sons of Gazm, sons of Uzzah, sons of Pashia, sons of Basim, sons of Besai, sons of Asher, sons of Mehanam, sons of Nestum, sons of Bakbuk, sons of Hakpah, sons of Heru, sons of Basilus, sons of Mihada, sons of Hasher, sons of Bakris, sons of Sisera, sons of Timah, sons of Netziah, sons of Hatum, sons of Solomon's servants, sons of Sotai, sons of Sophrith, sons of Peruda, sons of Yahala, sons of Darkim, sons of Giddel, sons of Sephathiah, sons of Hatil, sons of Pokereth, of Sebeum, sons of Ami. All of the Nethanim and the children of Solomon's servants were 392. And these were those who came up from Tel Milah, Tel Hashar, Kerub, Adan, Emir, but they were unable to show their father's house and their seed, whether they were of Israel. Sons of Deliah, sons of Tobiah, sons of Nequada, 652. And the sons of the priests, sons of Habiah, sons of Quots, sons of Barzillai, who took a wife of the daughter of Barzillai, the Gittite, and was called by their names. These sought their register among those who were counted by genealogy, but they were not found, so they were barred from the priesthood as defiled. They were not found, so they could even become priests. Dang shame. And the governor said to them, that they should not eat of the most holy gifts until there stood up a priest with the Urim and Thummim. The entire assembly was 42,360. Besides their male and female servants, there were 7,337. They also had 200 men and women singers. Their horses were 736. Their mules 245. Their camels were 435. Donkeys 6,720. And some of the heads of the fathers of the house, when they came to the house of Yahweh, which is in Jerusalem, offered voluntary for the house of Elohim to establish it in its place. They gave according to their ability to the treasury for the work 61,000 gold darices and 5,000 minas of silver and 100 priestly garments. And the priests and the Levites and some of the people and the singers and the gatekeepers and the Nethinim dwelt in their cities, and all Israel in their cities. So Israel came back to Jerusalem. Israel came back to Judah. Israel is coming back in droves. Might not be that much, because the grand total was like around 42,000, roughly. Man, oh man. Now, chapter 3. Now, when the seventh new moon came and the children of Israel were in the cities, the people gathered as one man to Jerusalem. And Yeshua, son of Yosedekite, and his brothers, the priests, and Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and his brothers arose and built the slaughter place of the Elohim of Israel to offer sin offerings on it, as it is written in the Torah of Moses, the man of Elohim, so that they set up the slaughter place on its stands, being afraid of the peoples of the lands, and they offer ascending offerings on it to Yahweh, both the morning and evening ascending offerings. And they performed the festival of Sukkot, as it is written, and the daily ascending offerings by number according to the right ruling for each day. And afterwards the continuous ascending offerings, and those for the new moons, and for all appointed times of Yahweh that were holy, also for everyone who volunteered a voluntary offering to Yahweh. From the first day to the seventh new moon, they began to offer sin offerings to Yahweh. But the foundation of the Hakel of Yahweh had not been laid, and they gave silver to the stonemasons and the carpenters, and food and drinks and oil to the people of Zion and Tesor, to bring cedar logs from Lebanon and see at Jebel, according to the permission which they had from Cyrus, sovereign of Persia. And in the second new moon of the second year of their coming to the house of Elohim to Jerusalem, Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and Yeshua, son of Yosedek, the rest of their brothers, the priests and the Levites, and all those who had come out of the captivity of Jerusalem began. And they appointed the Levites from 20 years old and above to oversee the works of the house of Yahweh. And Yeshua stood up, his sons and his brothers, Quadmiel with his sons, the sons of Judah, together to oversee those working on the house of Elohim, the sons of Henadad with their sons and their brothers the Levites. And when the builders laid the foundation of the Hakel of Yahweh, they appointed the priests in their robes with trumpets, and the Levites the son of Ashpha with cymbals, to praise Yahweh after the order of David, sovereign of Israel. And they responded by praising and giving thanks to Yahweh, for he is good, for his love and commitment towards Israel is forever. And all the people shouted with a great shout when they praised Yahweh because of the foundation of the house of Yahweh was laid, and many of the priests and the Levites and the head of the father's house, the old man who had seen the first house, wept with a loud voice when the foundation of this house was laid before their eyes, and many shouted aloud for joy. So let me tell you what happened. When the first time, so these old people right here, right? The first time they seen the foundation of God house established, the first time was when Solomon did it. That's when Solomon put the foundation of the house of God in order. Solomon laid the foundation. He built the house. So you mean to tell me that there's people who still was alive to witness that, who saw this take place? Amen. Verse 13. And the people could not distinguish the noise of the shout of joy from the noise of the weeping of the people. For the people shouted with a loud shout, and the sound was heard far away. Chapter 4. And when the adversaries of Judah and the Benjamin heard that the sons of the exile were building the Hekel of Yahweh, Elohim of Israel, they came to Zerubbabel, and the heads of the fathers' houses, and said to them, Let us build with you, for we seek your Elohim as you do, and we have slaughtered to him since the days of Ashadon, sovereign of Asher, who brought us here. But Zerubbabel and Yeshua and the rest of the heads of the fathers' houses of Israel said to them, It is not for you and for us to build a house for our Elohim, but we alone build to Yahweh, Elohim of Israel. As sovereign Cyrus, the sovereign of Persia, has commanded us. And it came to be that the people of the land were weakening the hands of the people of Judah and troubling them in their buildings. So people start messing with the people of Israel, building God's house, building God's temple. They start messing with them. And hiring counselors against them to thwart their plans all days of Cyrus, sovereign of Persia, even until the kingdom of Darius, sovereign of Persia. So they was stopping them from building the house of God from Cyrus' kingdom, from Cyrus' reign, all the way to Darius. And in the reign of Ahasuerus, the beginning of his kingdom, they wrote an accusation against the inhabitants of Judah and Jerusalem. So in the beginning of this new guy taking the authority of the land, people already came up with what you call that when you people go around getting all these forms, a petition. People already had a whole petition. Hey man, we got 1,000 signatures. We got a 2 million signatures that said that they shouldn't build this temple, that they shouldn't build this house. And in the kingdom of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his kingdom, beginning of his reign, they wrote an accusation against the inhabitants of the Judah and Jerusalem. And in the days of Artaxerxes, Bishlam, Mithridates, Tabel, and the rest of their companions wrote to Artaxerxes, sovereign of Persia, and the letter was written in Aramaic and translated from Aramaic. Shimshai, the scribe, and the rest of their companions, and the judges, and the emissaries, and the councils, officials, the people of Erech, and of Babel, and of Shushan, and the Dehiwites, the Elamites, and the rest of the nations whom the great and the noble Osnappar took into exile, and settled in the city of Shemirin, and the rest beyond the river. And now this is the copy of the letter that they sent him to the sovereign Artashasta from your servant, the man beyond the river. And now let it be known to the sovereign that Judah, who came up from you, have come to us in Jerusalem, and are building the rebellious and evil city, and are completing its walls and repairing the foundation. Now let it now be known to the sovereign that if this city is built and the walls completed, they're not going to pay taxes, excess, or toil, and cause the revenue of the sovereign to suffer loss. Now, because we have eaten salt from the palace, it was not fitting for us to see the sovereign's shame. Therefore, we have sent and informed the sovereign so that search be made in the book of the records of your fathers. And you find in the book of the records and know that this city is a rebellious city and causing loss to sovereigns and provinces. And revolt was stirred up in its since days of old, for which cause this city was destroyed. We inform the sovereign that this city is rebuilt and its walls are completed. Then you have no portion beyond the river. The sovereign sent a message to Rima the governor and Shimashai the scribe, to the rest of the companions who dwell in Shemer and the rest beyond the river, peace. And now, the letter you sent to us has been plainly read before me, and I made the decree and search and has been made, and it was founded that this city in the days of old has lifted up itself against sovereigns, and that rebellion and revolt has been made in it. And mighty sovereigns have been over Jerusalem, who have ruled over all beyond the river, and tax and excise and toil were paid to them. Now make a decree to make these men cease, and that this city be not built until the command is given by me. And beware of negligence to do this. Why should damage increase to the hurt of the sovereigns? Now when the copy of the letter of sovereign Asherus was read before Rehum and Shimashai the scribe and their companions, they went up in a hurry to Jerusalem against Judah and made them see by might and power. Then the work of the house of Elah, which is in Jerusalem, ceased, and it ceased until the second year of the kingdom of Darius, sovereign of Persia. But let that be known, man. These people ran up. Hey, said, people in the town said, "Oh, so we see what's going on. Y'all building the house of the Lord? Hey, we recognize him too. Let us work together. Let us, get down with y'all." Hey, said, we ain't doing that. This ain't for us. It ain't for me and you. It's only for us. We only supposed to be this. Not y'all. We was told to do this. We gonna do this. They said bad. And they sat there and saw these people building and was like, didn't God destroy this place for a reason? Wasn't they doing too much stuff? Wasn't they, sinning and stuff? Wasn't they, being too rebellious? Was they being evil up in that city? So they start messing with them, throwing rocks, messing with them, taking stones, taking equipment, taking wood, messing with them all the days. We know how they do. We know how they do. Mess with them the whole time, the whole nine. Then they want to write a letter, damn petition. We ain't letting them finish that building. We ain't. Nah, hey, this is a letter to the sovereign. Do you know who you got over here? You let them build this place, we gonna lose money. We gonna lose revenue. Hey, man, should we suffer loss because of them? They evil, man. Put a halt to that. Hey, man, put a halt to that. That's crazy. All right, y'all. This is Genesis 3. I'm your host, Ezra Bowman. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for staying in. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I really do. I'm trying to get the hang of this, trying, get my footing right. Be easy with me, Take it easy. But hope you guys, learn some stuff. Hope you guys understood some stuff. If not, drop a comment in the link below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, talk. I'm trying to figure this out. This is my, second journey in the Bible. First time it was audio. This time is I'm reading with my eyes. Be easy out there, y'all. Be safe. It's a wicked world out there, man. You see what's going on in the news? Put God first in everything, y'all. I'm out. Peace.